Hi, John Richards here. In this video, we're going to talk about intermittent fasting weight loss. Before I get into that, I want to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the bell notification on the side so you get notified of any future videos. Now, intermittent fasting and weight loss. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is what is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is when you have a certain amount of time where you fast, where you don't eat. The most popular protocol out there is what's called a 16-8, which means basically you fast for 16 hours, then you eat for 8 hours. And the best time to do this is you want to end your eating window when you're eating at the end of your day before you go to bed. So that way most of your fasting time is while you're sleeping. Because sometimes it gets a little tough in the beginning. Now, I've been doing this so long that's not really hard at all anymore, but I can remember when I first started, I'd go during the day and you get really hungry because you're not eating. So what I do is I'll end my fast at like 7 o'clock, okay? And then, then I don't eat the next day till maybe 11 o'clock. Okay, so I'm really, after I get up, I'm not really fasting that long. And I like to fast while working out, okay? And the reason why I do that is because, again, it adds to the weight loss. But reason why you lose weight, is because, you're not eating for a long time, but, during the eating window, you really can't eat a lot, but here's the thing. Here's where most people make a mistake. And, as far as meal plans go, they think because now I got an eating window of 8 hours, I can eat anything. Well, that's not true. You can eat more but still eat good. You don't want to eat cake and pie and ice cream and all those things, because any diet, I don't care what kind of an eating plan you have, and I call this an eating plan. I think diet's kind of a bad word, but it's an eating plan. It's a way of life for me. I fast 18 hours, but I try to eat no more than like 2 meals, but they're 2 good size meals. So when I eat, like in my case, I eat today at 1 o'clock, I'll eat a pretty good meal, but it's going to be a portion amount of protein and a portion amount of carbohydrates and maybe some fat. Now, I don't drink Diet Coke. I'm not going to have cake. I'm not going to have ice cream. You probably can and still lose weight because you're going a long time without eating. Now, is it healthy? Yes, it's healthy. In fact, most people ask, what kind of energy levels do you have? I have tremendous energy. I work out. I think I've worked out for the last 4 or 5 years, fasted. So I work out with weights, and so that means I've went to the gym without any food. And I do my cardio, fasted. And now here's the big thing, and here's where most people have a mistake with anything. They're not consistent. I'm not consistent. So that's why I probably haven't lost as much weight as I could. So if I were gonna start out as a beginner and intermittent fasting weight loss, what's the weight loss look like? What I would do is I would stay consistent, for maybe 30 days, and I wouldn't take any free days, so if you're overweight and you're saying, man, I want to really use this intermittent fasting, because here's what happens. If you don't get some kind of result pretty quick, most people quit everything. So you got to understand, you got to focus on the process, the path, how to get there, and not so much about the outcome. Now, I weigh every day, so I know, I have something called a set point. I know that, if I get above this, I gotta do a corrective action of some kind, to get back in line. But, go for, 30 days. So, start out at 16-8. Don't try 20 hours and 24 hours and all that stuff because it's too hard. Think big, act small. So, start out, 16 hours. And do that for 30 days straight, and eat 2 meals. So you'll eat a meal when you break your fast, and then you'll eat a meal right before you start your fast. Another thing I like to do is I have a scoop and a half of protein when I break my fast, and a scoop and a half of protein before I start my fast to make sure I'm keeping my protein levels high. So that's what you want to do. So, decide on a protocol. I'd suggest starting out at 16-8. That means you're going to fast for 16 hours. And then you're going to eat for 8 hours, which is usually 2 meals and maybe a snack, and plan that out. When I'm measuring my activity for this, I say go per plan, and I have a plan. Like today for lunch, I'll probably have chicken and maybe some Brussels sprouts or something like that. So a portioned amount of protein, a portioned amount of carbohydrates, because you're going to do this for a reason, and you will lose weight. So if you stay consistent for 30 days, you will lose weight. Now, hopefully this helped you guys. Again, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click that bell notification on the side. And also, make sure you comment. Tell me what you think, what you've done as far as intermittent fasting. And if somebody else can get some value from this, make sure you share it with them. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and like it. I'll be continuing to do more videos on things from my perspective, of course. It's what's worked for me and what I've done. And hopefully this helps you. Go out and make it an awesome day today, guys. Thank you.